They've done studies on charisma, and it really comes down to two things: warmth and competence. So if you want to be a more charismatic person, then just focus on those two things. So first, let's start with warmth. How do you become a warmer person? Well, you listen to people, you root for them, you're kinder. And one easy trick I could teach you in terms of listening is that you use reflections. So a reflection is basically just summarizing what the other person says to you. So let's say we were in a conversation and I said, man, I really love playing basketball. It's like something I grew up doing, and I love watching the Knicks. They're my favorite team. It's been like such a big part of my life. Well, then you could reflect back to me, and you could be like, damn, it seems like basketball had a big impact on you, even though you're pretty much just saying exactly what I just said. What this does is it allows the other person to talk a little more about the subject, and it also shows them that you're listening. It shows them that you can like summarize what they're saying. So it's like it shows them that you're paying attention. You're not like one-upping their story. You're actually just making this about what they want to talk about. So if you want to be more charismatic, be more warm, like you start to allow people to talk about what they're passionate about, and you reflect it back to them. You don't try and one up what they're saying. And this doesn't have to be like an interview. It's not like constantly asking them a ton of questions. It's just being curious in what they have to say and like rooting for them to feel better about themselves, right? So that's how you become a more warm person. And then for competence, you just focus on something that you could get good at. Like for me, the thing I'm working to get good at is content creation. I also make comedy skits, and some of them have gotten pretty good views. So it's like the thing that I'm working on is content creation. I want to be very competent in this area. So find some sort of skill that you value and put a lot of time and attention towards it. Because if you're competent in that, people will come to you with questions. And then if you're like not arrogant about knowing all these things, and you're actually a warm and and helpful person, people will see you as charismatic. So focus on those things. And if you do focus on those things, then I think your life will improve because your relationships will improve. And so much of our life is dependent on our relationships. I remember this quote from the book, The Courage to Be Disliked, where the author was arguing that all problems are interpersonal relationship problems. Because if you were the only person on earth, then your problems wouldn't really matter that much. You wouldn't be doing the things that you're doing right now if you were the only person on earth. So that means a lot of the things that we do, or pretty much everything that we do, is for relationships, it's for friendships, it's for the people around us. So it's like if so much of our life is dependent on this, then why not put some time and effort into it? And listen, I'm not saying it's easy to try and be warmer or more competent. It takes like time and effort and things you want to focus on. But break things down into actionable steps and just focus at one thing at a time. Like maybe right now, the one thing you can focus on is using reflections in your conversation. Then your conversations will improve. And once you get used to that, then you move on to the next thing, which is maybe becoming more competent in whatever area it is that you want to focus on. And I believe if you're consistent, then you'll become more charismatic over time. So many people think it's like just natural, like charisma, but you can develop the skills. You just have to do the behaviors that make you more charismatic. So focus on one thing at a time, focus on becoming more warm and competent. And even though it won't be easy, I think it'll be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.